They call this the Cauldron. It's a bowl-shaped rock on the edge of the ocean that only works when the tide, the light, and the luck align perfectly. I have driven 2 hours from Cape Town to Arniston 6 times for this one frame. Today, I am going to show you how I finally caught the gap in the clouds for the photos that I had always wanted. Arniston is famous for one Seascape cave, but for seascape photographers and landscape photographers in South Africa, the real prize is these 2 rocks jutting east into the Indian Ocean. You have the platform and then the Cauldron, a natural bowl that fills with surf and creates these incredible receding water patterns. But here is a problem. If the tide is too high, the formations are submerged, and it is impossible to shoot them. In fact, it's dangerous to be near this place.
I know I'm crazy. Seascape photography needs to be planned and done very carefully. This is a very steep drop.
If the tide is too low, the bowl stays bone dry. My previous scouting trips confirmed that this is a sunrise spot, but I scouted the location a night before nonetheless. The weather forecast, overcast conditions did not promise a colorful sunrise either. This is where most people quit, but in seascape photography, the boring days are just scouting for the epic ones.
If you can see behind me, there is a small gap, and that gap is my hope. For that reason only, I need to be on my location, compose, and that is going to be my shot. I cannot afford to miss the shot when the sun rises. It's either going to be a sunrise shot or a pre-sunrise shot before the sun hits the horizon and just spreads the light on that band of clouds.
Trip number 6. It looks like another bust. But this doesn't disappoint me because I know that until the sun has already risen and the golden hour is gone, the game is not over.
The tide is perfect on those rocks. The bowl is filling up as well. The waves are aggressive, but not as much as we thought, which is a very, very good news.
Luck is where preparation meets opportunity. That tiny gap was perfect. The sun hit the gap and the sky ignited for a few minutes. And that's all I needed.
So as you can see, the sun is rising now. The fishermen are busy with fishing and I am catching my own fish, which is a massive red fireball behind the scenes. The tide is just perfect. It's actually coming onto the rocks and going back and creating these layers upon layers of white foam. It's absolutely stunning sight, and that band is what I needed. The clouds are becoming very soft with this orange color, and I am shooting at f14. 1.3 is the shutter speed, and I'm moving it between 0.5 and 1.3. And it's not about taking one shot only here, because you need to get your timing right. You need to catch the water when it's going back and creating those cascading effects. And the ISO is 64. Then this thing is leading you towards the back. It's an absolutely gorgeous sight. I have got only a hard grad on to block the light from the stock. Simply amazing. And what a treat to watch the local fishermen shooting there. Not shooting, catching fish.
If you don't have a grad ND, use bracketing. One for the bright sky, one for the dark shadows, and one for the middle. And blend them in Lightroom or Photoshop. When post-processing these photos, the aim was to have balanced contrast between the foreground and the background. The beauty of shooting RAW is that you can effectively control highlights and shadows in Lightroom. The receding water was brightened and given emphasis. I selectively added contrast using the tone curve to the foreground and background. and enhance the colors selectively. If you have reached this far, you have a good attention span. High five. Write high five in the comment section below. I have got a whole series on South African locations coming up, and I travel a lot to other countries as well. So the episodes from those countries will be coming soon. Landscape photography isn't just about the gear. It's about returning to a place until you finally understand its rhythm. Arniston finally gave me what I was looking for. Keep a microfiber cloth handy, keep a safe distance from the crashing waves, hit the subscribe button, like. This is Muji, a photographer and a filmmaker from Cape Town, South Africa. I'll see you in the next one. Khudai Paman.